What's up, y'all, man? It's T-Rell, and I'm here with my boy Rexx Life, and I got my boy Trevor right here. His first time co-hosting and interviewing on No Jumper. I'm glad to have you both here, as a matter of fact.
I appreciate y'all, and congrats to you, bro. That's crazy.
No, yeah, I appreciate T-Rell just throwing the alley-oop, man, for real.
Yeah, I mean, he came through with it. He was like, I think he's really cool. His music is really dope. You know, he love all his, up north artists anyway.
Up north.
Yes, sir.
Hella funny.
I mean, cause like,
That's funny.
I mean, yeah, he loved doing. I mean, anything he bring to me or anything like, he say, okay, I think this would be good for you. I'm like, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
His ears to the street, has been to the street. Like, he's been a creator for a long time. Like, and like, he really brings things to life here at No Jumper. So, I'm gonna take his word for it. So,
Fire, bro.
yeah.
Seem like a nigga to have around, bro. That's tight.
Everything.
That's
We've been
tight.
looking you up. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my research, and I've been like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really is. Like, some people, like, a lot of people don't know, but, it's like, I be feeling like certain people, like, they need that light shed on them for sure. Like, you gotta have, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you really taking this music shit serious, like, in your craft serious, like, you gotta have that light shed on you. Like,
Right.
and for me, when I interview people, I love to do that. You feel me? I'm more so I ain't to the mainstream. So I love doing this. And for sure, you one of them people that fit on that category for sure.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate y'all having me. I didn't think I'd be on No Jumper. It's interesting being on No Jumper, but I'm just happy to be here, bro. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all having me.
he's got songs in 2K. Like,
I got a song in 2K.
I'm
I got
just
one
saying,
song.
that's
my biggest
tight,
song
though,
ever,
you know
though,
what I'm
you
saying?
feel me?
Like,
I mean,
come on.
we could put a plural S on it.
Nah,
Yeah,
for
oh,
sure.
shit.
Just run
Yeah,
that
me
shit.
another one.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
sure.
speaking into existence, that's sick though.
Yeah, it's
on
hard.
2K,
That's pretty wild.
Run
Niggas be
it.
playing 2K. Niggas was hitting me like, bro, I heard you on the game, bro. That's crazy. I'm like, yeah, bro, fuck with me.
Man, how did that even come about though?
I think that was, I'm gonna keep it like, I think that was some Empire shit. I think,
Publishing side of things.
yeah, I think that year was a few artists from Empire on there.
Oh, okay.
And I just happened to be one. And then it helped that I had Kenny Beats. You know what I'm saying? He's just who he is, you
Yeah.
know? And I think the song just fit hella well in the game.
Is it royalties behind that?
I know you get cash out up front for sure. And then, no, I don't think it's no royalties behind it. No.
Oh, they gave you cash up front for that?
Well, you get an advance.
Oh, you do? Oh, how much
Yeah.
was it?
Watch out, bro. It's crazy. Jumper, aka pocket watchers.
I'm
Pocket
trying
watcher
to
anonymous.
see. Just in case, you know what I'm saying? I'm be like, hold on, 2K, you know what I'm saying? I
They,
need to be around the same little amount.
They paying well. They paying well. Any shit you get your music placed on now, they gotta cash you out real quick. So
Ooh,
they
cool
paying
little check.
it's a little check
Did it say 2K?
on the check.
Yeah.
I'm direct deposited, brother. I ain't seen the check since 2001. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, check this routing number real quick. Yeah, a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
Is
for
it
real.
one of those
Yeah.
things that you don't know it's gonna happen, or like you buy the game and see, or beforehand type shit?
We knew beforehand because it's hella paperwork. They got to get situated, and they clearing all kind of shit. So you kind of get a warning before, but it's kind of like they still picking the records, and then they pick your shit. So you know it's coming for sure.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you drop an album and then you're not on that shit, it's just like, fuck, I thought I was gonna be
That's how
on it,
niggas do you.
Yeah.
Corporations don't do you like that. Niggas do you
So
like
2K
that.
got your back.
Yeah, 2K fuck with you.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's just tight to have that on a resume though.
It's clean, man. It's
I
really
mean-
tight. It's a blessing. And then what's really tight about 2K is that I can't speak for too many other games or anything, but they treat you right. Like, they'll fly you out to like the premiere of the game,
Right.
all kind of shit. So we was in New York. They did like an interactive kind of like event, which was crazy. So yeah, they treat niggas right.
How
for
many
sure.
copies do you get though?
Of the game?
Yeah.
I think I got 3 custom copies because they did this little like photo booth where you Photoshop yourself onto the cover, and so I got like 3 of those.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
I mean, before we get into before we go further, for the No Jumper fans, you feel me? Let's start from the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? Your life and your upbringing, and where you came from.
So I'm from Berkley, California, born and raised. I moved to Vallejo when I was like 14. Yeah, and that's where I'm from. That's what influenced the music and everything. I ended up going to college at Boise State, played football there for 4 years. Came back and just fully did music.
Hey, blondies or
Fat Slice for sure is the answer. R.I.P. Fat Slice, they closed that shit down, but Fat Slice for sure. Blondies is legendary though, but Fat Slice for sure.
Just that whole area of Berkeley is pretty like legendary.
Yeah, Telegraph. What's crazy is a few years ago I was reading some article and it was like Berkeley is like the number 6 college city in the country. And it's not even something that I think about because I'm from there. But when you get up past like Shattuck, it's for sure like a college town. So it's a unique place.
You never crashed any of the frat parties?
Nah, I think I went to a couple in high school. We tried to get in, but they first off, like young niggas trying to get into a frat party is damn near not going down. But I feel like we went to like 1 or 2 for sure.
When did you fall in love with rapping?
Bro, shit, since I can remember. I remember my cousin helped me write my first rap. It was like in 2nd grade.
2nd grade?
Yeah, it was some school shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a rap for school. But he was hella like pro-black. So I was in class in 2nd grade rapping pure pro-black shit. Nigga, stop playing with this black shit. So
please tell me what you was rapping pro-black.
I remember one part was, it was the black man enslaved for 400 years. They sent the Indians through the Trail of Tears. Writing this song to destroy your fears. No more stories, player, because the truth is here. I know what happened, and history's wrong. You should know the truth too. That's why I wrote this song. Then what I said? Pocahontas was cute, but they killed the red man. Then came the Ku Klux Klan. I was in 2nd grade lacing.
Wow.
Stop fucking playing with me, lacing they stupid ass.
I got bars.
In the 2nd grade, and you remember the rap.
I'm telling you, bro, that's like when like my cousin wrote that for me and I fake like co-wrote it. But I was like standing in front of class rapping that shit. And it was
please tell me the upbringing, because it was like,
nuts.
damn, like, hold on, like, let's go back to mom and dad. Was they like pro-black too?
Yeah, my pops was for sure. He was really tapped in with the Panthers.
Oh, okay.
You know. But this cousin was on my mama's side, and they weren't hella pro-black like that at all. But I think like he just found his way, you know, navigating just, you know, the black experience. So yeah, my dad was involved with the Panthers. Anything political in Oakland, he was with it. So that's always been a part of me. My mom was just super religious, super spiritual, everything about faith. So I kind of got the best of both worlds like that.
So in Oakland, it was like the Panther movement was like real strong up there too.
For sure, 1,000%.
Didn't it originated in Oakland type shit?
It started there. You know, you got the Huey P's, the Bobby Seals, all those dudes. And what's crazy about it is when you look back on it, how young they were. You know what I'm saying? Like Huey P and Bobby Seal, all these dudes are like, at the time, maybe 20, 21, 22. And my dad came up around that, you know, so his experience of the world is just different. And so he instilled that in me.
Yeah, just going to school and just having that knowledge still at a young age. Like you was in 2nd grade and you knew what you was rapping. Like
I don't know if I knew.
You don't know if you knew?
Like I knew, but I don't think I could fully comprehend because a lot of shit you got to live through. It's like lived experiences. But I for sure, and whatever my cousins told me, anybody I looked up to, my dad, I was with all that shit. So
did you always look at yourself as like an artist, or did you have to find that artistry? Because I know that's kind of like a thing. Looking
at myself as an artist is an interesting concept. But I think I knew I liked to rap. I knew I liked to make shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always a nigga to this day, like I just be on Photoshop just making art. You know, so ever since I can remember, I liked to rap, produce, draw, write poetry, build shit. Like all my favorite games is like the tycoon games, The Sims, you know what I'm saying? Shit where you could build shit. So I guess in that regard, I don't know if I can like looked at myself as an artist, but I just did artist shit.
And then you just, you know, you checked into college and you felt like, you know what, I'm majoring in such or such, and this just isn't the path for me. I'm going to just go this direction and I'm going to fully take it serious.
Yeah, so for me, going to college at Boise, it was a blessing because I played football. And I was always big. I was bigger back then. I was like 300, but I was just like athletic for my size. And that allowed me to go to Boise and play. And I knew I wasn't the type of nigga when I went to college, like, oh, I'm finna go to the NFL. That wasn't me. Like I was a nigga that had, you know, the setup in the dorm rooms and shit. Niggas was coming through rapping. The chicks that come through rapping. I never wanted to go to the NFL. It was niggas that did that ended up going. But for me, it was like I have the skill set of playing football, and I got the grades, and it meant a lot to my parents. It meant a lot to my family, everybody around me, because, you know, niggas don't get that opportunity. So for me, it was like, I'm going to go up here, get this degree, but when I'm done, I'm coming right back.
Oh, so it's more so like get the degree more than you rather like going to the NFL and like reaching that level. At least you're gonna get your degree out of it.
The degree was for sure the thing. You know where we from? That's what they like. Go get your degree. Go get a degree. So I was like, all right, I'm finna go get this degree. But at the same time, I was playing football. I made some of the best friends I'll ever make in my life. The experience is crazy because when I was up there, we was winning. You know what I'm saying? Like we only lost, I think 3 games in my whole tenure. It was tight when we was up there. So the experience is crazy. Lifelong friends, but. Yeah, to me, it was just a degree and then getting back to this music shit.
What did you end up majoring in?
Communication.
So
That's what I got.
That's fucked up. Why he laughed like that immediately? That's
you think
so
this was in school bullshitting? That's
Imagine spending 4 years getting a degree for you to tell a nigga and he just started laughing in your face. That's why niggas stopped going to college.
You think it's
That's why niggas sell drugs.
Ask him to read something out loud.
That's why niggas sell drugs.
why.
I mean, you go to 4 years, you play football. We expected you to go to fucking the NFL.
That's the problem.
I'm like, well, what the fuck what you major
Communication.
in? And then now you had no jumper talking to me, talking about you always been a creative and
Oh my God.
drawing and some more shit.
But
like,
I told you that's hella funny. That's hella funny. Yeah, no, I got my little comm degree. What's crazy is like when I got up there, you talk to the counselor and she's like, what degree do you want to get?
Yeah.
I'm like psychology. I said some old shit like that. And she's like, you know what? Let's just put you in communication for now.
Oh, so let's dumb it down a little.
Literally, but a lot of the niggas got comm degrees. That's literally what he's saying. Wow, but that's how the game go for sure.
Yeah.
They don't want you to overwhelm yourself with the academics and shit.
Because you was playing football.
For sure.
By the way, that's
and that
why.
shit was a full-time job.
I mean, you could even say
Yeah.
that with the rap, bro. Like they want the rap to be dumbed down too. Like
1,000%.
that's why it's like to have artists like you up here and shit. It's tight because you coming through with the bars. You're like the artist type shit.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So,
It's interesting when you say they. Who is they?
Me, I consider myself an artist because I do the video stuff. So my outlet, like my medium, is just different. It's not
Right.
rap, but there's parallels and all this shit.
For sure.
As I come through, I just.
Yeah, he do.
fucked up the vibe.
No, he didn't fuck. This
Hey,
nigga
but hold on, no.
crazy.
I want to talk about
You good, bro?
before college. Like when was the Adderall introduced?
After college.
After college?
Yeah,
So
after
you went through
college.
college with no Adderall?
Nah, because we had to drug test.
But isn't Adderall like prescribed?
I wasn't prescribed.
Why would
I don't think
Adderall
no-
be prescribed in college?
That's where it's
that's how I got introduced to
predominantly
it?
at.
That's also that's where you got addicted.
I didn't get addicted. I'm just saying. Hey, and I'm just asking because he's got like more
my
Adderall
God.
bars than Nev. Like he got a
Okay.
lot of
I
Adderall
had a lot of
bars.
Adderall bars to the point where I stopped rapping about Adderall and shit and stopped doing it so much because it was niggas coming up to me like, oh man, I just got a script for some Adderall, dude. And I'm like, all right, bro.
So when did you get addicted?
Damn near 2009. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I think the first time I did Adderall though was when I got out of college, maybe like 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have a song called Adderall.
Do I have a song called
Pretty
Adderall?
sure it's like from like 2012 or 2013.
I might.
We might have to look that up right now because you
Was the
probably
song
was
called Adderall?
you was doing too
I would
much.
like to hear that song. Was I going crazy?
You were. You
Come
really
on,
were. I
stop
was like,
playing
I was
with that
really
drug.
impressed. Like,
Come on. I was really impressed.
because
Hopefully, so I'm turned up like.
but I'm saying like Adderall, writing music off the Adderall, like it's easy to become addicted
Yeah.
when you find some shit like that. Like,
It's
not saying
interesting.
you were
Like what I
addicted,
could say
but-
about like actually like the creative process of the Adderall is that when I'm on Adderall and I make music, I'll get more music done. Like I might do like 3 or 4 songs in a night, and you got to think I'm mixing and doing all my shit because I record myself. And I'll get them done. I don't think I'm the most creative when I'm on Adderall. I don't think my bars are as tight. I don't think my melodies, because this is very rigid. It's just like, I want to get this done.
It kind of takes the emotion out of you.
That's
type
a great
shit.
way to describe it, yeah.
So what are you on now? What gives you motivation while you rapping now?
Just life, bro. Life right now, because life, for the last year has been insane. You know what I'm saying? So just pure life experiences, and then putting out this project and seeing the reception that it's getting from people has been like hella empowering, bro.
I mean, take me through it. How's it been insane?
So last year I lost both my parents. I lost my mom in May, and then I lost my dad in August. I lost my mom from cancer, and I lost my dad from heart failure. I think is why they said he passed, but he had a lot of stuff going on. Like he was on dialysis, he had congestive heart failure, he had diabetes, he had like a lot of stuff going on. So at the end, or right when COVID started, my mom got diagnosed. And it was a blessing in disguise that I happened to be around the house, because we lived in Vallejo, and my mom, she liked to take these walks to like just stay active. And I would go walking with her, and what I would notice was like we would be walking, and then she'll just randomly just stumble. You know what I'm saying? Just something light. But she started doing it frequently, and then the last time she did it, like she was walking through the house, and she just stumbled, and then boom, she like caught herself on the wall. And like at first I'm thinking it's like, oh, this is just like she's getting older. You know, shit happens when you get older. But the last time I'm like, yo, you need to get checked out, because what is that? So she goes, she makes an appointment. A couple days later, she goes to the doctor, and they do the CAT scan, the MRI. Boom, they find cancer. They find it in her brain, because that's what they were looking at first. But after they do the whole body scan, it was everywhere, you know. And so that just started that journey of that, bro, which is crazy, because it turned me into like a full-time caregiver from being like an artist. Because my parents had a delivery service in Berkley. So I always worked with my parents, even as an artist. When I wasn't on tour or when I wasn't doing music, I was just helping them because they weren't making hella money at the time. So when that happened to her, because she was taking care of my dad. So when that happened to her, it's like I had to take care of her and then also step up with the responsibilities that she was doing with my dad. And then life just crazy, because it like she passed within 8 months of her diagnosis. It was quick. It was so quick. It's like a blur in my mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everything happened so fast. And then my dad passed 3 months later, and it was just, you know, it was crazy. It was just literally crazy, bro.
Damn, I can't imagine going through that, like, especially at a young age and doing that, you losing both of your parents. And then musically, like, where did it take you? Do you feel like you was just like, was you in a dark space, or like did it motivate you to do better, or what?
So when I was taking care of my parents, I didn't really have time to do music. Like I just stopped. I didn't really have, because it's like, it's a full-time job being a caregiver. My mom was doing brain radiation, chemo. She in and out the doctor multiple times a week. My dad is, you know, 4 times a week dialysis, going to Kaiser. Like I'm feeding him, I'm doing all this kind of stuff. So I couldn't really do music. But what I would do was I would literally, like in my phone, I would just take notes on life. You know what I'm saying? Just like all these emotions and thoughts, and, you know, compartmentalizing everything that was happening to me. Because all my music, like he knows, is just about what's going on in my life. And though I couldn't do music at the time, I knew at some point this was going to be something I was going to write about. You know what I'm saying? And what really solidified it for me was my mom was in the ER one day because something had happened with her liver or something. We went to the ER. And I remember sitting there with her, and she looked up at me and she was like, no matter what the outcome of this is, I know you're going to make beautiful music. That's literally what she said. And so for me, it was just like at that point, like I said, if you listen to the album, like I'm recording her prayers, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just taking notes on life, to the point where after she passed, like this whole album was made within the 3 months that my mom died and before my dad passed. I just was in the studio, you know, just getting all these notes out and turning these notes into songs and these ideas into concepts and putting these prayers in, and that's kind of how the music was made. And what's crazy to me is that I didn't even get a chance. The whole album is about grief, but I didn't even get a chance to talk about my dad. Like it's all about my mom. I think one song, Hands and Knees, I wrote after my dad died. But the rest of it is just like, you know, just around the experience of losing my mom, grieving, processing it, all that shit.
Damn. That's crazy to hear, like going through that. Like,
Do you feel like that helped you grieve?
For sure. Because for me, it's like, when I write, it's like a journal. Like I'm just writing what's going on in my life, and it forces you to really look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you writing all these thoughts out and these streams of consciousness and all your pains and your problems. It's like you have to confront it every day. You mixing it, you mastering it, you see it. I hear these prayers, I see these feelings I'm having. So it's like it puts me face to face in front of it. And I think that's like one of the like things people tell me is that, oh, you strong. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you could do it. One, I don't know if I'm strong or I'm numb. I think niggas get those two things confused. But also it's like I couldn't run from it because it was so in front of my face that it forced me to deal with a lot of the shit in real time.
Man, that's crazy that you say that because I think I deal with the numbness.
For sure.
I deal with the numbness and I deal with, having, losses of any kind. I've been dealing with that shit for so long. And it's just like I don't have a feeling. And I'll be telling myself, is that normal? Like, now that I'm getting older, like, should I go get help? Or should I just say, damn, that's a powerful thing and I'm numb to it and fuck it? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, yeah, it is interesting. I don't really know how to feel about that shit, a lot of times. Like, that shit is crazy.
Nah, I feel you, and it makes you feel crazy.
Yeah.
It makes me feel insane because I see people around me and they breaking down and they not being able to handle it and they crying and talking about like, oh, you so strong and whoop-de-whoop. And the whole time I'd be like, why am I not crying? Like, you see it as strength. I'd be thinking, bro, maybe something wrong with me for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad died. I didn't cry for hella long. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my best friends just died like 2-3 weeks ago. And I only cried one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the phone call in bed with my chick at like 5 a.m. saying that he got killed. And I just feel like sometimes I feel myself, like, it's almost like my brain is protecting me from myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go into like this mode of like, well,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't shit you could do about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a really weird feeling. But what I learned is there is no normal. Everybody grieve different. I was talking to my nigga Funk, one of my best friends. He's down. He's been down since 2009 at this point. And I was talking to him, literally telling him the same shit. Like, bro, I be feeling weird because I don't cry. And this nigga said, bro, I never forget. He was like, bro, you cry. You just don't cry with physical tears. That nigga said, bro, I've been in jail 10 years. I done cried every way you could think about crying, bro. He was like, but people just think of crying when this thing is coming down your face. But he's like, bro, when you have anxiety or you depressed, or he was like, I hear you crying when you be writing. You feel me? He's like, you crying all the time. It's just not these things coming down your face. So it's just, like I said, it's been a process of like just understanding myself and confronting myself and working through these emotions.
Yeah, I mean, and people passing away too. I mean, I can see him looking over you, and I can see you flourishing and doing your thing. You said, life has been, a crazy ride right now. I mean, what heights has music, took you as far as, for right now?
Music did so much shit for me, bro. It took the squad around the world, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, took the homies to Europe, you know what I'm saying? Just off rhyming words, for real. It's put me on stages in front of 10,000, 20,000 people. You know what I'm saying? It's opened up doors that allowed me to put my homies in position for them to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's just a vehicle like anything else. And I think that's how niggas need to look at it more. Like, it's like football was a vehicle to get my degree. Music is a vehicle for all these other opportunities and shit to happen for me, but also for people around me. And then it's just like, when people see me winning, they're more inspired to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a ripple effect down to everybody.
Do you ever feel pressure? Like, to keep the vehicle driving at a certain speed type shit?
Sometime, you know what I'm saying? But not really. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I really struggle with that, no.
I mean, a lot of businesses got fucked over in like the pandemic and shit too, and like a lot of independent rappers or like smaller type rappers with a following kind of felt that hit too, like they're small businesses too in a sense,
For sure. I just feel like my mindset different, especially when it comes to music, bro. I feel like I'm actually hella raw, so I feel like at any point I could put out music and I'll be fine, but that's just my experience, you know what I'm saying? So I can't say that I felt too much pressure. The only pressure I think I put on myself is trying to put other people in position, but you got to learn that you could open doors for people and they not gonna walk through. You know what I'm saying? I can only put you in certain situations and hope that you can kind of navigate it yourself.
Have you struggled with that a lot though? I mean, because you always in the beginning you gotta try to put your homies on. You worried about a nigga having money and everything, and some motherfuckers won't complain and shit like that. Like, you been struggling with that a lot still?
At times, I think it's more of a survivor's guilt thing than anything. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had multiple homies who've been killed, multiple niggas in jail, just multiple niggas where life didn't necessarily work out for them the way it should have. And then sometimes for me, it's like, damn, all my little stars aligned to get me here and then make me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because how I be thinking about it, bro. In life, one different choice could change your whole life. If I'd have bounced in the car with the wrong nigga, if I'd have went to the wrong party, you know what I'm saying? If I would have chose to hang with these other niggas rather than these niggas, my whole life is different. But for some reason, life has led me to here. So that kind of makes me feel some type of way. So like I said, I try to put niggas in position to put niggas on as best I can, for sure.
And some niggas just don't even, don't take heed to it, or you just can't, like you said, you just can't lead you. And then when you get in that situation and you just notice that you couldn't lead this motherfucker, do you stop fucking with him as a friend, or like, do you push away, or what do you do at that moment?
Yeah, I think it depends on who you are. If you my brother, I never stop fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm the master at not fucking with people, especially when it comes to like music shit. You know what I'm saying? If you somebody that came along on the journey and and you really went my nigga outside of this music shit, and you get to a point where I don't know, you feel entitled or you feel whatever, or something don't work, I'll move on. I'll still be your friend outside of music shit, but when it comes to this, like, bro, I got a mission, I got a purpose, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to stay on that. So when it comes to music, I'll cut a nigga off for sure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have you worked with any of your favorite artists yet?
Who did I work with? Well, Uncle Earl, I work with E40, which is legendary. So shout out 40.
And you remixed the sprinkle.
I did
right?
remix that, and he hopped on that shit. I got to work with him. In terms of my favorite artists, because a lot of my favorite artists are like older or they dead.
Yeah.
I want to hear you on a track with Brent Faiyaz or Faiyaz,
however you say it. That'd be hard.
I don't know, but that would be sick.
That'd be crazy. No, I'd be down for that. He's really clean, bro. I really fuck with him.
Because do you consider your music rap?
Sometimes.
Like you do rap, but it's more like soulful music. I feel like it's more music.
Yeah, I think it's all over the place. I think it's some tracks where I rap, it's some tracks where I sing. Sometimes I'm in between. I think it depends on the song.
He's got one of a kind style. Do you think the church influenced that?
100%. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the church with my mom. All my family do either sings or plays instruments. I think I'm the least, like, the worst singer in my family.
Really?
Like I'm auto-tune assisted, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? But my family, they can really sing for like sang for real. So
who in your family is the best singer?
I would think it's my cousin Nicole, but my granny was the best singer by far. But everybody had their unique style. My mom could really sing too. My cousins Courtney, Corey, and Lena, they could all really sing.
Was it like family competition? Like who's
Not
the best?
necessarily a competition. More than a competition, when they get together, it's a collaborative thing. Like we all singing together. One of my cousins playing the keys. They singing church shit. I just kind of play the background because I don't think I could sing like that. But
I feel like that encapsulates the energy of the Bay so well. Just like, it's like I'm thinking like a family barbecue, but people are also like jamming out and shit, like that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Would you invite him to the barbecue?
He could slide to the barbecue.
Come on, man, let's go.
Yeah. As of now, he cool. He ain't did nothing too crazy yet.
Oh no, I'm not on no Adam shit.
I'm not on no Adam shit. It's crazy.
What does that shit mean? You know what I'm saying?
You guys know what that means.
I don't know what that shit means.
Adam, he seems like a nice guy.
You Adam fan?
Yeah, you know what? I fuck with Adam. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool guy.
No, Adam's
he seems
a nice
like a cool guy.
He seems like a cool guy.
He seems like a cool guy.
He ever upset you before?
For sure.
What has
But
he done?
any nigga who's talked for long enough has upset me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna agree with a nigga on everything. Like especially if you have a long, like an hour-long podcast and you start to express your real feelings, eventually I'm gonna be like, this nigga is kind of saying anything.
This nigga saying anything.
And I think he's a professional, so he knows what he's doing.
He be pressing buttons, you know what I'm saying?
You do that too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, of course I press buttons.
That's the
Of course
game.
I
Come
press.
on.
That's why I just asked him, would he invite your ass to the barbecue? I don't know.
That's how I feel about it's another dude on No Jumper, light skin, bruh.
That ain't me.
I was like, it's you.
Nah, the other,
AD?
AD?
no, not AD, the other one, and he had flashed on some like little stripper bitch,
Sharp.
Sharp. That nigga is crazy.
Sharp, yeah.
I
You a
fuck
Sharp
with him.
fan.
I fuck with Sharp.
Oh, you trying
That's
to
the
pimp
Bay
the
Area.
hoe?
Yeah, I fuck with Sharp.
Oh, you trying to pimp the hoe?
I ain't trying to pimp the hoe, but Sharp, He's a funny nigga, bro. He's a very intriguing guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Sharp. He's provocative is the word for it.
I wouldn't
Sharp.
say pimp the hoes. Yeah, he trying to help these bitches, you know what I'm saying, and help, you know, in the direction that they need to go.
But at the same time, he say some crazy shit too. But he say some real shit. But like,
that's
I
how
think
you be
that's the
talking.
name
I
of the
mean,
game. No, I don't talk like that, man. I respect my beautiful black queens. You know
also,
what
he
I'm saying?
disrespecting.
I didn't say that. Don't even know words.
See what I'm talking about?
I'm starting a podcast.
See what I'm
beef
talking about?
With me and bruh.
Yeah.
Nah, he
go. That's
he's
my
a cool
nigga.
nigga.
Shout out Sharp.
What you got, man? Come on.
Are you read any good books lately?
Say it again.
You read any good books lately? Because my man's here can't really read, so that's why
that's
he was
fucked
laughing
up.
at the college thing, you know, communications
That's
and
fucked
shit.
up.
I mean, I'm here doing. I found my skills talking.
I'm sorry. You have to be a talker if you can't read.
I haven't read no books lately. I think one of the best books I've read recently is called The Artist's Way. And it's just about, you know, creativity and the process of like creating.
Have you always been a reader?
Decently. You know, I read shit I like.
Because
sure.
I'm with T-Rell. I don't read shit. I hate reading. I like watching videos.
I don't really like
you know?
reading, but I like learning. And a lot of the real learning is in a book, so I'll read if I have to. But if it's on YouTube or it's on Instagram, I'd rather take it in that way, pause. But if I can read a book to get it, I'll read a book.
What are you watching on YouTube?
Hella random shit, niggas playing video games. I'm doing it like a child. I watch No Jumper. You know, I fuck with y'all podcast. Just random little documentaries and shit. Just random shit.
Now take me through some of your music processes, you know, like how you pick the beat and how you feel, you know, or what's going on, how you orchestrate your whole project, or, you know, when you start recording.
Takes an Adderall.
Nah, sometimes, you know, it depends. But I think it depends. Like, niggas could send me a beat, and sometimes the beat is just him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is crazy. Sometimes I'll produce it, you know. A lot of times when I produce, because I really like live instrumentation, I'll just kind of do the bass line of it, and then I'll bring in a guitar player, or I'll bring in my nigga Reese to play some keys on it. I really like cooking up from scratch with niggas. That's my favorite thing. Like having a keyboard player in the room, a guitar player, and then a nigga who do drums, because I feel like that's how you go. Like, to me, that's where the real magic happens. I feel like that's a whole language, you know, niggas playing instruments amongst themselves. I think that's clean. So that's how I really like to cook up. And then after that, I just either write or I freestyle. It just depends.
Where do you categorize yourself in the music game? Because this shit is all everywhere. I mean, like, rap is here, mumble rap. I mean, and two, I'll be feeling like 90% of it is just image. Too, like
1000%.
Yeah, and
that's
like,
what I was thinking about. Like, I was finna start wearing chain, like really turning up. You feel me? Like, boop,
do you
bust
feel
down.
like you got to do that shit?
I don't feel like I have to, but I understand why niggas do it, and I understand how perception works. 1000%. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, being from the Bay, do you think that puts you in a box? Like, based on
What, that
people's
I don't-
perception that you're from the Bay?
What, that I don't dress a certain way?
Or rap a certain way or sound a certain way?
I think it actually takes me outside of the box because I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people hear my music and they don't even know I'm from the Bay until they kind of really dig into my shit. But I think it's, you know, it's for sure different ways to play the game. And like you said, 90% of it is perception.
Does it make it hard to collab with other artists from the Bay?
Nah. I fuck with everybody. I'm cool with
It
everybody.
is the perception, but is it giving off the right perception? Because sometimes it's like, you know, the chain, the shit, the jury. It's like, okay, the nigga selling drugs, he gang bang, we shooting him up, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, do we represent that? You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to get him in to see what it's really about?
I think it depends from person to person. I think some niggas, that's really who they are. Like, some niggas is just flashy niggas. Like, if he didn't rap or nothing, he'll just be a flashy nigga. Some niggas are doing it because of the attention they trying to get and the clout they trying to get from it. I think, you know, it goes both ways. But, you know, I think it, like I said, it depends on how you play the game, and that's one way for sure you could play the game.
I feel like it's sketchy times to be flashy right now, especially in the Bay.
It's always sketchy times.
Oh, it's
Especially
been
in the Bay.
sketchy.
Yeah.
Hey,
like,
does the Tesla prevent bipping or no?
No, I think Teslas get hit for sure.
Because I was thinking about it. I was like, they got the Sentry mode. Both of you guys have Teslas, but
But first of all, why is that a thing up there? I just seen that shit on TikTok, and somebody was filming that shit. It's just like bip, you know. It said bipping. I didn't even know what that it was until I just seen this fucking TikTok, and I'm like, he did all that shit to steal a nigga SpongeBob backpack. I'm like, what the fuck is going on up there? And it's going crazy. People leaving their windows cracked.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, put your seats down and shit like that. Like what is the fuck is the problem, dog? Come on.
I think it's a lot of shit, bro. I think niggas crazy. But I also think the system that we in and the economy forces niggas to be like that, especially in the Bay where it's dumbass expensive. You know what I'm saying? And you got all these people working tech coming from Ohio, Montana, all these places. You're a lick, and you don't even know you a lick because you see this place is gentrified in certain areas and it's not. So you leaving your backpack in the car. Niggas been plotting on you for days. They know you got a laptop in there. They know you got a camera, and they've been watching your stupid ass. So they come and they hit your car and they take your shit. And it's not even the nigga's fault. It's just you're a lick. You don't know how to move. You think it's good and it's not good. And I think niggas just take advantage of that. I feel like niggas take advantage of it anywhere, but in Oakland, niggas just not playing with you.
Yeah, up there is just crazy. I seen 10 cars in a row. I said, come on, dog. I'd be sick if nigga took my backpack. I know you would for sure.
And they do the shit broad daylight.
That's the scary part right now. It's like this shit's happening broad day.
I was shooting a video with Symba at this probably like 4 or 5 months ago for this other artist, and we're in San Francisco at some park shooting this scene. Broad daylight, bro. Mind you, it's hella white people around. It's just like a lit ass park. Bit in front of everybody. Walk up to the car, bow, get the shit, hop back in the car and leave. It's that fast, bro. Niggas not waiting for it to be nighttime, nigga. Nah,
they don't care if they're getting recorded either. Like
we out of here.
Masked up.
What you was out there doing with Symba?
We did a song. I can't remember the artist's name that we were featured on the song for, but he was just shooting a video out there.
It's coming out.
Yep.
Damn, I mean, Symba is one of the master lyricists out here.
He's really raw.
Yeah, he really.
And I commend Symba because he's been grinding for a long time, bro.
Yeah,
Symba been grinding for a long time. So to see him like getting his just due is really tight.
Both your guys is fire in the booth. Hard.
Did you feel like I'm on this song with Symba? I finna go like stupid crazy. I gotta get him.
Nah, man, I don't be thinking like that, bro.
Why it don't be no friendly competition?
I don't even know, to be honest, bro, because I did that so long ago. I don't know if I didn't even know Symba was on the song.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like now for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because you know his reputation now is crazy. So I play with me. I got bars too. You feel me? But not at that time for sure. Not at that time.
How'd you start making music with Mozzy? Because that's how I first got introduced to you.
Random Empire shit.
Oh,
we were just out here doing some sessions, and then we pulled up on Mozzy and Davo, and just was making music. We knocked out that hook that Lil Boosie was on, and then ever since then, we just kind of been tapped in.
I mean, at any time, do you feel like to stop like being a rapper is the most dangerous profession out here? It really is. I thought it was just like something people were making up, and it's just like a little fad. People just want to have clout, something to talk about. But now it's just like, oh my God, like niggas is dying left and right. You really can't do shit. You feel me? You gotta have a bunch of motherfuckers with you. You can't really be flashy unless you got security or a bunch of motherfuckers with you. Like, at any time do you be feeling like, you know, this might not be the job for me?
Nah, not really. Because one, I don't really live in that world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really in that world like that. Like, I'm in that world, you know, because I do features and shit for niggas, but I'm not really playing like this is most shit I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I'm a lick like that. If a nigga get on me, just get on me. And you learn that through like Nipsey. It's nothing you could do to really stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Because outside of rappers, niggas is dying every day, period. Rappers just get the attention because they got all these eyes and millions of followers and shit. Niggas are dying every day over the same shit rappers is dying for. They just ain't got 500,000 followers. They just don't got 1 million plays on their YouTube. But niggas dying every day over money, over bitches, over ice and jewelry. Like, that shit ain't just a rapper thing. That's a nigga thing.
Yeah, me and my homies now too in the group chat. Now it's a thing. You know, we always coming up with some fucking conspiracies, but now it's a thing. The labels got life insurance policies on these niggas. But first it's just like, but then I'm like, when you look at it, niggas like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that?
I'm not a fan of the posthumous album, like an album after a nigga die. I'm not a fan of that. But, you know, from my understanding, at least with Empire, is like, you know, it be certain situations where the family might want something released or some kind of shit like that. Are you doing it for his mama? To me, that's different. But I'm not a fan of it, you know what I'm saying, unless, you know, y'all got something worked out or something, but the nigga dead, you know what I'm saying? So unless, like, his family or his mama needs some money or they want to do something, then that's a different case. But I'm personally not a fan of it.
Have you been following any of the Los Angeles politics going out here just recently? You know what I'm saying? Out here with my homeboy Duno, who just walked up out of here.
No, I can't say that I have.
Damn, it's
What's
been
going on?
crazy out here. There's a lot of low racial tension going out here as
What
far
happened
as
between, like-
blacks and browns and
Right.
the Tiger song. This is what.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, so
I did see that.
So my man right here, you know what I'm saying? He commented. I mean, I guess he just didn't give the right, response to what he was supposed to be saying about the Tiger song or whatever. So his people was kind of like mad at him or whatever the case may be. So it brought a lot of tension. But do you agree with Tiger having to delete his song? I mean, delete his video, you know what I'm saying, off of platforms because the Hispanic race was kind of mad at him?
I feel like if you disrespect, even though you might not deem it as disrespect, if you disrespect or upset, any group of people, you got to be receptive to what they say. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas will want that. We be talking about cultural appropriation all the time. We be on helmet about cornrows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same for them. If they feel like they getting their shit appropriated, then that's how they feel. That's their truth. And I feel like, that's probably the right thing to do. With the outrage that came at him, to delete that shit is probably the right move.
Yeah, I feel like it was the right move too. Yeah, I feel like it was the right move. But one thing right after that move, he had that meeting at Par 106, and that guy that was up there at Par 106, it just had a video leaked with him saying the N-word. And niggas didn't like that.
It was a white
shit.
dude?
He was Hispanic.
Oh, man. That's crazy. It's a lot of shit going on.
It's a lot of shit going on.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
So we had to go. It's a lot of. I mean, you might want to tap into that shit. You feel me? And see what's up and get your view on it because that shit was wild, bro.
So niggas was on his helmet?
I mean, that's what we dealing with right now. I mean,
That's what's causing the beef.
It's been a crazy
week,
week, dog. It's been a crazy week, especially for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just.
Why though? I don't get it. Like it just bled over to no jumper?
It bled over to no jumper, yeah, because we posted something that they didn't like, and people wanted to take this down, and people had meetings start having to, be orchestrated, and then we had to interview him, and then it did bleed over here. It was just too much going on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was too much going on. But,
Wild.
I mean, they worked it out, though. I mean, is there any racial tension still up, where you from?
I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, even though it's not as blatant as out here, you know what I'm saying, there's for sure racial tension everywhere, but I don't see it as much. It ain't visible. Like a lot of the shit be hidden in little weird ass ways, but I can't say that I've seen it too much.
As far as the gangs and, and shit like that, how is it up there?
It's crazy, like it always is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the same as it is any hood everywhere. Niggas is funking, niggas is dying. It's the same shit, bro.
How did you dodge it? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know even at an older age, you will still kind of follow the wrong crowd, or you'll get in the wrong crowd and you start repping, shit that you're not supposed to be repping. Like, how did you dodge that movement?
Like I said, bro, I had good parents, bro. I had a good pops and who guided me, in the right direction. And I think a lot of it was them. A lot of it was just luck and happenstance. You know what I'm saying? Because I know niggas be like, oh, I had good parents, so I did it. I know niggas who had good parents and was out there with the niggas. You know what I'm saying? They had better parents than me, spoiled, all the shit, didn't need to be out there. So I just think it's a combination of both. Like, luckily, where I'm from is conducive of, positivity. My parents was positive. I had good role models, and, I had a structured life, so I kind of wiggled through. But, like I said, at any point, it could have been different.
Yeah, for real. It could have been different. I mean, for me. How about you, my brother?
I don't know, man.
You ain't invited to the barbecue, no. My nigga gonna run, no fuck with my nigga right here. But yeah, bro, I mean, shit, tell the people what you got coming, you know what I'm saying? You got anything new for us, or, what's up next?
Yeah, so I just dropped the Blue Hour. It came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's my new project. I got Larry June on there, Wale, Fireboy DML, Russ is on there. So go check that out. Like I said, it's about everything I went through last year. Tours coming up. I go on tour September 22nd through November 4th. We starting in Dallas. We ending in the city in SF. Yeah, man, fuck with me.
And how did those features come about? Like, did you actually have to reach out, or was it still like the Empire shit and like some industry shit, or what?
So me and Russ are cool. We've been tapped in we've got hella songs with each other. So I hit him about that. I knew Larry June as well. And then the Fireboy and Wale play was for sure Empire play.
Larry June,
I mean,
like,
yeah,
feature is.
I was
sick.
like, the Larry June feature right now. Let's be real. It's kind of hard to get the Larry June feature.
It's kind of hard to get his ass up here. I mean, everybody
Everyone
nasty.
trying to chop it up.
That nigga rich as fuck.
That nigga
If
said
I was that
no.
rich, I wouldn't be doing nothing I didn't want to
Just
do.
driving his Lambo
He's
across
paid.
the
He's doing
bridge
really
and
well.
shit.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
That's
Riding
hard.
bikes and shit. Yeah, he's fucking around
Has Russ ever gave you that speech about being independent?
every time. For sure.
Man, what are them talks like, man?
Insane. He's an intense nigga. That's my homie though. Like, but it's like he's really passionate about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that also paired with that he actually did it and he has a blueprint to do it and there's like a method to this madness. You know, I think he's really just super passionate about it and I think he sees the potential in other artists and he's just trying to be like, yo, you don't have to take that deal. There's a way to do it this other way. You know what I'm saying? We've argued about it a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I have my views on it, he has his. But like, he's super passionate about it and he's super positive. Like, everything he's doing is just to help niggas for real.
And I'm curious to know your views because you signed the Empire.
Right. My thing is like, I think it's different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it like, there are niggas who are taking risks with their life, right? They out in the street, selling drugs, hitting licks, all this kind of shit. And then they could get an offer, a deal. And I'm all about favorable deals. Like, of course, there are bullshit, crazy deals that got you for hella albums, taking your masters, all that shit. I'm talking about partnerships, like business partnerships, at least 50-50, or you getting more. Where this advance and this money could get you out the streets. That's how I look at it. Like, if my nigga is thugging hard like that, and I could be like, bro, they finna give you 250, get up out of there. Like, why would I tell him not? Because if I tell him not to do that, it's leaving him out here, he might fucking die. That's how I look at it. And I feel like every deal is different, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we're in a time now where you could get a solid deal or negotiate a good deal because so many people are talking. It's like, if you can go on YouTube and look up deals, you could Google it. It's people talking about it all the time. And then also people got to realize what strings come with these deals. Like, labels are running crazy plays for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're getting you sync placements, they're getting you playlists, they're getting you these features, they're doing all these things to kind of take this hassle off of you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not anti-deal. I'm just in favor of taking the right deal. And you got to know what game you playing. Like, niggas are very short-sighted, thinking 1, maybe 2 years, but like, maybe you see yourself taking the deal, I'm gonna do this 1.5 years, these couple albums, and it's gonna set me up for the next 5 years to be independent. And it puts you in this position to really accelerate your career. Now you have a budget, you know, to really bring your art to life. Because I've seen a lot of dope artists, they just ain't got no money. So they could do a video and maybe it ain't the video they wanted to do, or the cover art ain't their idea, or they can't get their shit mixed and mastered because they don't got the bread. But a favorable deal could help you in all assets, and it just comes with hella different assets from the label to help you move. So.
Well, educate some of my people out here because, you know, getting the right deal or signing the right deal is very, very important, you know. So what are some of the red flags you should look for while looking at your contract? Like
I said, 50-50 at least to me is the move. The word perpetuity, niggas need to understand what that word means because it means forever. Mm-hmm. You should never let nobody put perpetuity in your contract. That means something is forever. You can get your rights to your music leased instead of owned. Like, instead of me buying your masters forever in perpetuity, I could lease your masters for 3 years, and we negotiate. Like, after this 3 years, either I'll get them back or we get them back at a percentage. It's a lot of different shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different ways to do it. But like I said, all the shit is really on the internet for people who want to learn. It ain't like the information ain't there. It's just that motherfuckers don't want to do the research.
That's how you educated yourself? Like
that. A lot of shit too was like that, but also talking to other artists, you know, who've been in that situation, who can kind of help guide you. But a lot of shit I learned just in life in general, for sure, is on YouTube University.
Yeah, YouTube University is a motherfucker.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a communications degree from there.
I learned how to that too.
That's hilarious.
I learned how to fix my refrigerator filter from that motherfucker.
Oh God! I just fixed my garbage disposal on YouTube. I swear to God.
I just replaced the
I
accurate.
swear to God.
My brake light literally yesterday from YouTube.
It's always an old white nigga from Wisconsin. He's showing you how to do it.
It's like 400 views too. But
Yeah, 400
it's
views.
so clutch though. Yeah,
And then the comments be like, "Thank you, man. I've been searching for 3 weeks trying to get this done."
Oh my
Keith
God.
from Milwaukee just helped you. That's fucking hilarious. Thank you, Keith.
I'm not even gonna lie. YouTube University is the shit.
It's the shit, and it's free.
It's the
That's what's
shit.
crazy.
It's also shitty that when you get a shitty tutorial one where you're like, nah, this shit ain't right. They're
You gotta
doing
get up out of there
something
real
wrong,
quick,
man.
You gotta get up out of there.
You gotta learn how to
Yeah.
research well on YouTube
sure.
University.
For sure.
That's
Well,
facts.
yeah, man. It was nice having you.
I appreciate y'all,
I
man.
appreciate you too, man. Nice conversation. Nice to learn about you, man.
Thank you, T-Rell. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Raj.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all
Sure,
having
man.
me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. We out of here.